Next topic is that PlayStation patents trophies from older generations of PlayStation games. So let me go ahead and pull this up. This also comes from IGN. Sony has patented the ability to add trophies to older emulated games, potentially allowing the rewards to be added to titles that predate the trophy system. The patent was published on March 18th and spotted by the Bartman013 on the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit. The patent is described as a, quote, method and apparatus for awarding trophies, and describes how an emulated game could still trigger trophies by, quote, by comparing a memory value of the emulated game to a predetermined value and assigning the one or more trophies to the user based on the detected trophy trigger. The patent's description talks about how the technology will allow Sony to award trophies in previously released or sold video games without modifying the original. Essentially, this could allow for older titles to be retrofitted with trophies so players could earn them in games that predate the feature which was introduced in the PS3. It also mentions that it also mentions how the system would perform validity checks on the code of older games to determine if criteria has been met to award players with trophies by checking disk access in game and monitoring strings and frames. It also mentions cloud computing, suggesting this technology could interface with the PlayStation Now service. One of the most interesting parts of the patent is a section which talks about physical rewards. In describing the trophy awarding process, the patent says the following, quote, this may be done by transmitting an electronic trophy or sending a notification that a physical award such as a t-shirt, accessory, or other physical merchandise has been earned by the player. End quote. This isn't the first time that Sony has produced a patent for this kind of thing. As far back as 2013, patents that could add trophies to PS1 and PS2 games, although those were specifically for disc-based games. Given that the tech has never emerged, it may be that this new filing is just an update to the original idea. As always, patents doesn't necessarily mean that a feature is on the way, but it does offer a glimpse as to what the company is considering behind the scenes. So what do you think about that? I know both of us are trophy guys. And also just in the description, there are sources to all of this. So the Reddit that speaks about it, along with the patent about this, is all there. But what do you think, Spectre? What do you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly fascinating, isn't it? I mean, of course, like I said, you really have to take it with a with a grain of salt. I mean, companies, as you mentioned, companies file patents all the time, like all the time. So there's not, it's not like this is necessarily guaranteed to be anything, substantial. I mean, it could just be a nothing burger. So I mean, I don't know. But yeah, no, I mean, it's interesting idea. We'll have to see what else comes of it.
I mean, we do have.
I like the idea of. I mean, I like the idea of physical rewards for trophies and stuff, and that's actually really cool, and that's a neat idea. But I mean, like I said, companies, they file this stuff all the time. So it's hard to get excited over anything until we have an official announcement of some kind of new feature.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of technically already have this, like the PS2 to PS4 games, so you can play games like Bully, the Jak and Daxter games, Red Dead Revolver, The Warriors, Destroy All Humans. There's a bunch of games that are on a bunch of PS2 to PS4 games that have a trophy list connected to it, where it's just the PS2 game and that. So I was like, don't you already have this? But it might be more of the point of backwards compatibility, where I have a PS2 game, so I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm gonna play Sly Cooper and put it into my PS4 or PS5. Probably more of the PS5 if you can go backwards all the way back. But let's go ahead and hypothetically say that it can. You put in a PS2 game, and now that PS2 game has a trophy list connected to it, instead of a remastered version or whatever. I'm trying to think Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex. That's only in PS2. They never remastered that. They never came out. What if they made a trophy list for that, or Twin Sanity, something like that? I would love to see that. That would be really cool. Or a PS1 game. My God, if they made trophies for Tomba 2, oh, I'm so in. Or just the original Spyro, those kind of stuff. I'm sorry, I have something in my ear. It's my hair.
You good?
Yeah, I was like, what is? Wow, my hair just everywhere. But that would be really, really fun. That would be really, really good, and that would make even more of a reason to go into your backlog or to play past generation of games, especially if you're a trophy hunter.